Alright, chat. I'm just gonna open everything up.
Well, I don't know. Somebody sent you a couch. I'm sending you housewarming gifts.
Oh, this is cute. The sacred shut on the lights up. Maybe I need a bucket. Where am I put all this stuff in?
Bucket?
Yeah, like a yeah. Can't open it. I'm tired. Oh, this is all housewarming stuff. Our ice cream scoop. You made our own ice cream. You need some stuff? Cause I got a lot of stuff. You seen that kitchen stuff I had? I already got that. So you can take it. Me and my best friend, we got a new crib, so anything I don't use, she gonna use.
Yours actually came out cold. I would have been working on 4 different cups. It's cold.
No, it was. For real. Coach Nice brought me like warm, like body temperature.
Yeah.
Dropped it like this.
This the LED light?
Yeah, and I got my name on it.
Oh, I see. It's stand.
Tell the secrets of Paris. It's so cute. Education, remember Paris. Someone called Teddy.
Chrisean Rock opened her P.O. box expecting cute letters, baby bottles, and enough kitchen supplies to accidentally launch her own Target aisle. Instead, one tiny confession slipped out and nearly turned the wholesome unboxing into a full-blown internet investigation with imaginary detectives already dusting the Gatorade bottles for fingerprints because while Chrisean was smiling over prayer books, clothes, and gifts for Junior, she suddenly admitted that she had lost her cool the night before, and naturally, she explained absolutely nothing because why provide context when you can drop emotional dynamite in the middle of a live stream and continue opening seasoning jars? The entire broadcast became a bizarre mixture of church testimony, boxing camp exhaustion, Christmas morning, and a Zeus reunion filmed inside an overcrowded storage unit. 1 minute she was thanking supporters for reminding her that she is covered by faith, and the next she was begging viewers to stop sending dishes because apparently the cabinets had reached their emotional limit. She appreciated the love, handed duplicate gifts to friends, celebrated presents for her mother and son, and still managed to sound brutally honest enough to restart the ungrateful debate before the cardboard was even cleared away. But underneath the jokes, the room was showing something much bigger. Chrisean is trying to build a calmer life while the old chaos keeps tapping on the window. She talked about returning from Los Angeles, pushing through brutal workouts, recovering from sprints, and preparing to revisit her past fights on another live stream. That sounds like discipline, growth, and comeback energy until you remember that unexplained comment about the previous night. So who pushed Chrisean past her limit? What exactly happened when she lost control? And why did a peaceful fan gift opening suddenly feel like the opening scene of another scandal? Because the boxes were full of presents, but the real package Chrisean accidentally opened was a mystery she may not be ready to explain before anybody mistakes this live stream for a quiet gratitude ceremony. Remember who was sitting in front of those boxes. Chrisean Rock has never needed a reunion stage, cue cards, or dramatic music to turn an ordinary room into breaking news before breakfast was even over. She can open a package, glance sideways at a friend, and somehow the internet starts preparing closing arguments. So when fans filled her P.O. box with letters, clothes, household supplies, faith gifts, and presents for Junior, the atmosphere already carried gasoline. The setup looked innocent. Chrisean sat among packages while her people moved around and the chat studied every reaction. she opened glowing decorations, prayer materials, cups, clothing, hair products, baby items, and enough kitchen equipment to embarrass a wedding registry. Some gifts earned genuine excitement, especially personal letters, spiritual messages, and thoughtful items for her mother and son. But because this is Chrisean, gratitude arrived wearing boxing gloves, exhaustion, sarcasm, and no filter between her thoughts and the microphone. That bluntness matters because this was not her first time being judged over a P.O. box opening. In January 2026, another fan gift livestream drew criticism from viewers who believed she looked selective, dismissive, or insufficiently grateful. Whether that reading was fair or exaggerated, the controversy created a lens through which every future unboxing would be examined and publicly misread. Chrisean could say thank you 10 times, but one disappointed expression would still be clipped, reposted, and placed on internet trial. The new livestream started feeding that machine almost immediately. Chrisean joked that she did not need more dishes, admitted she was only one person, and looked overwhelmed by the mountain surrounding her. She questioned where everything would fit, offered duplicates to friends, and treated certain packages like somebody had mailed her an unpaid storage bill. To supporters, she was practical. To critics waiting for ammunition, every joke sounded like Exhibit A. In the case of Here She Goes Again, the uncomfortable truth is that both interpretations can exist together. Chrisean repeatedly thanked people, showed affection toward the letters, celebrated gifts for Junior, and became touched when supporters included her mother. She also preferred certain colors, rejected some items, and announced that the dishes had exceeded their welcome like relatives ignoring checkout time. That contradiction explains why her live streams travel. Tenderness and irritation do not take turns with Chrisean. They sit together fighting for the camera. Then the faith-centered gifts changed the temperature. One message encouraged her to keep shining through Jesus Christ, and Chrisean slowed down enough to absorb it instead of racing toward another box. She spoke about Bible study, appreciated a replaced item she had broken, prayed over her mother, and treated the spiritual letters seriously. Her public image now leans heavily into faith, making these moments part of the identity.
To lead her. Kumi.
Chat, it was his fault.
It was my fault.
Why I was late?
It was my fault. Entirely.
No, it was my fault. Cause I could have called the church. I was asleep. Like when you was sleeping.
It was that.
It's safe for sure. Thank you for challenging us to go higher. You're a shining light in a dark, confused world. Never underestimate the power and authority you have through Jesus Christ. You're God's beloved. From Chrisean Sisters of Faith. Okay, I like that page. What did they say? Ooh, what is this? She got me another one because I broke it.
Oh,
The one I broke.
yes.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. They intentional. I broke mine. I'm not gonna break this one. Cause I carried it with me, and it just dropped.
Carry this around.
Girl, I'm trying to carry it across with me. No, I ain't need to. I put it in my pocket like a dummy. Yay. But when I be doing Bible studies, I be holding it.
I really like the covering shawl.
Thank you so
got.
much. I'm so happy you did that. What's up?
You?
Alright, look, Calvin, she did it.
She did what?
That's why I was late.
What she did? Oh, come up for you.
No, she was
I want
the
the
girl.
Oh, no, she good. She good. What's going on? I'm trying to tell y'all, we on the schedule.
Okay.
We on the schedule. I'm trying to get her in and out.
God bless
So
her,
she can
kids
enjoy the rest of her day. Right, Mia? So they're holding Mia up.
She has been presenting rather than random decoration for months, but that softer image carries a difficult shadow because Chrisean's name was built inside public chaos. Viewers watched volatile relationships, explosive arguments, reality show confrontations, legal trouble, and family conflict become serialized entertainment. Now she presents discipline, motherhood, prayer, training, and structure. While the audience still expects thunder whenever the sky turns cloudy, even a peaceful sentence feels suspicious because people are not simply watching Chrisean. They are waiting for the old version to interrupt, and right on schedule. The interruption arrived as one tiny confession while looking at material about keeping calm when people test your patience. Chrisean admitted she had lost her cool the previous night. No name followed. No full explanation arrived, and no replay appeared, which somehow made the comment even louder. She gave viewers one emotional fingerprint, erased the rest of the scene, and kept opening gifts like she had not activated thousands of detectives before lunch. That was the moment the story stopped being an unboxing and became a mystery. Who pushed her patience? What happened before she regained control? And why did the incident still sound close enough to weigh on her? The live stream never answers, so attaching Blueface, a relative, a friend, or another familiar name would be reckless speculation. Still, dropping half a confession on camera is like ringing a dinner bell outside a room filled with gossip pages. In real time, the tension sharpened because she was also discussing physical exhaustion and serious training. Chrisean had already entered sanctioned boxing, defeating Zenith Zion by split decision on April 25, 2026, and leaving with a listed 1-0 record. During the unboxing, she discussed sprints, sore legs, coaches demanding more repetitions, and feeling better conditioned after returning home beneath the pajamas and seasoning jars. A competitor was describing the painful maintenance required after victory, not merely posing in gloves. That boxing context gives her temper comment a second layer. The comeback depends on control, breathing, movement, reactions, and staying focused when another person is trying to rattle you. Chrisean may be powerful enough to win rounds, but the larger fight is keeping outside chaos from entering the ring with her. Whenever she hints at losing control, critics question the transformation while supporters argue that growth never means becoming emotionless overnight. The people around her also showed that this chapter is not being built alone. Friends sorted packages, discussed schedules, encouraged her through workouts, claimed gifts she could not use, and teased her without turning the room hostile. Chrisean spoke warmly about returning from Los Angeles and rejoining the familiar energy of the people who trained beside her. For someone whose public history often resembled one unstable alliance collapsing into another, that structure may be the quietest important reveal inside the room. Even Junior's gifts carried more emotional weight than the bottles and sippy cups suggested. Chrisean thanked supporters for remembering her son, explained she had searched for the right cup, and joked about his bottle preference. Those details did not prove perfection or erase the scrutiny around her parenting, but they revealed a domestic side buried beneath louder headlines. Fans were not only sending merchandise to a celebrity, they were trying to support the household she keeps telling the world she is building from strangers. By the end, the room looked like Chrisean's entire reinvention had been emptied onto the floor. Prayer messages sat beside boxing conversations, baby supplies beside jokes, gratitude beside irritation, and discipline beside an unexplained loss of temper. Nothing exploded, yet everything felt ready to become controversy once clips reached people who had already chosen their verdict, and the most dangerous box remained sealed. Because whatever happened the previous night was still hidden and Chrisean had only shown the label. When the live stream ended, the packages stayed behind, but the easy explanation disappeared with the camera. Chrisean had shown gratitude, impatience, faith, humor, exhaustion, motherhood, and one unexplained temper confession inside the same chaotic hour. That mixture protected her from one simple verdict while damaging her in a more complicated way. People could no longer agree whether they had witnessed growth under pressure, familiar entitlement wearing softer clothes, or both realities colliding without warning again. For Chrisean, reputation has become a bill that arrives before the product does. Her January P.O. Box controversy meant this opening could never be judged fairly on its own. Because viewers brought old receipts into the room, every rejected dish revived earlier accusations, every heartfelt letter pushed against them. The aftermath, therefore, was not cancellation or triumphant redemption, but another split screen where supporters defended context while critics enlarged expressions until gratitude looked suspicious. The most damaging possibility was not that she disliked a bed frame or preferred one robe over another. It was the fear that her softer chapter might still depend on conditions staying comfortable. Faith sounds inspiring when the room is warm. Training looks disciplined when cameras cooperate. And motherhood feels tender during gifts for Junior. The real test begins when frustration enters. And Chrisean admitted that frustration had already won at least one round recently, yet that admission may also be the live stream's most honest evidence of change. The old Chrisean often appeared to explode first and explain later, while this version picked up a lesson about self-control and admitted she needed it. She did not pretend perfection, manufacture tears, or deliver a polished redemption speech. She acknowledged failure, said she corrected herself, and moved forward. Messy accountability is not a halo, but it is more believable than flawless branding. Her inner circle now carries unusual importance because the comeback depends on structure, not slogans. Friends helped organize the avalanche, joked with her, accepted extras, and kept the mood from turning hostile when she became overwhelmed. Trainers pushed her through exhaustion and reminded her that movement continues after the body complains. If those relationships remain steady, they could become the guardrails her public life rarely had. If they fracture, the old chaos knows the address. The gifts for Junior and her mother added another consequence that internet mockery could not erase. Supporters were investing emotionally in the family image. Chrisean presents, not merely buying merchandise for a reality personality that creates warmth, but it also raises expectations. Every maternal detail receives inspection, every household moment becomes evidence, and every mistake risks being interpreted as betrayal. Love from strangers can feel like protection until it transforms into ownership over her choices. Boxing raises those stakes even further. Her April decision victory gave the reinvention something measurable, an official win, a record, and proof that training produced more than motivational captions. But a fighter's reputation is fragile outside the ring, especially when emotional control is part of the sales pitch. One careless altercation, a single miscommitment, or public livestream spiral could make promoters question reliability. Holy hands cannot become durable if every week requires damage control. Her faith journey faces the same unforgiving pressure. Chrisean publicly identifies with Jesus and Faith City Central, and the live stream showed that spiritual messages reached her. Still, the internet loves testing religious transformation like a suspicious customer shaking a package marked fragile. Any sharp reaction becomes proof that nothing changed. Even though belief never promised instant personality replacement, critics demand sainthood while supporters excuse everything, leaving no honest space for accountability. There were no verified major celebrity reactions required to make the fallout feel large. Chrisean's history is already a crowded cast, and the audience supplies commentary with reunion show confidence. Blueface gets imagined into mysteries he was never named in. Relatives become suspects without evidence, and former allies hover over every vague remark. That is reputation damage in its strangest form. The archive becomes so loud that present facts struggle to speak before old characters appear. The planned desktop stream reacting to previous fights could shift the story next. If Chrisean follows through, she may explain old confrontations, laugh at former chaos, reveal training insight, or accidentally reopen grudges that were sleeping. A reflective watchback could prove maturity, but it could also become a Zeus reunion without security, contracts, or commercial breaks. The difference will depend on whether she controls the narrative or lets it bait her into performing yesterday again. That is why the unboxing aftermath matters beyond memes about cookware. The live stream became a rehearsal for Chrisean's next era. Abundance arriving faster than organization, love mixed with surveillance, and progress tested by irritation. She wants the home, team, faith, motherhood image, and boxing career to form one stable identity, but stability is not something fans can mail through a P.O. box. It must survive after the packages stop producing easy public applause each night, and one sealed question still sits in the middle of everything. Chrisean said she lost her cool, offered no detail, then announced plans to revisit fights while continuing a career built around controlled aggression. Maybe the missing incident was small and finished. Maybe someone close knows a version the live stream avoided. But if that story surfaces before her next fight reaction, the gifts become background and the real unboxing will be whatever Chrisean still withheld. Now tell us what you think. Because this P.O. box opening came with more emotional baggage than the furniture Chrisean could not identify. Was she simply being honest about having too much stuff? Or did those dishes receive less respect than a forgotten Zeus cast member at the reunion? And who had Chrisean losing her cool the night before she casually dropped that confession and returned to the packages like nothing happened? Slide into the comments with your verdict, because the internet courtroom is officially open and the seasoning jars are prepared to testify. Smash that like button like it owes you money. Borrowed your Gatorade and mailed you a mystery bed frame without the instructions. Subscribe before Chrisean schedules that fight reaction live stream and accidentally opens another chapter nobody was emotionally dressed to attend. Turn on notifications too, because with Chrisean, a peaceful afternoon can become a spiritual testimony. Boxing camp, furniture emergency, and scandal teaser before dinner. We refuse to let you miss the next confession hiding between a prayer letter and an unwanted kitchen appliance. Until then, keep watching the gifts, the expressions, the friendships, and especially those tiny comments that arrive quietly before the chaos starts screaming, because the boxes may be empty now, but that unfinished story about Chrisean losing control is still sitting in the room with its tape untouched. When the truth finally gets opened, everybody who rushed to judgment may discover they were arguing over dishes while the real drama waited underneath. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay locked into the messiest details only on Fame Floss.